Hi, this is Jason Hodge with Medical Fitness Pros. I'm going to share a thought with you and see if maybe this will help you out with your results. A lot of times we tend to think of weight loss as this huge thing that's just too hard to overcome. And a lot of times it reflects on us personally. We feel like it's something that that defines us. We feel like that our weight is something that kind of is the burden that makes us, kind of defines who we are, either successful or failure or whatever else. And when I see people that are having trouble losing weight, I look at them totally different. I see this something that is a series of steps that's necessary to achieve a particular goal. For instance, if you have kids, when you're raising kids, you take them through things. You know they're going to have trouble along the way. They're not going to be necessarily successful, but over time, they should improve and they're able to learn new things as they make mistakes. That mistake part is part of the process. And a lot of times when we're trying to lose weight, we think of it as either a complete success or a complete failure, rather than the thought that it's a series of steps where you will make mistakes along the way, but eventually if you stay persistent and stick with it, you will actually get results. So when I see myself or if I see someone else that's trying to lose weight, I know where the end goal is. I know where they're trying to go. And you should as well. You should know ultimately where you're trying to get to, what you're trying to achieve physically. And your goal is essentially just learning to take those steps one at a time, realizing you're going to make mistakes along the way, but that you learn from them and you don't make the same mistake again. But you don't just quit or give up because you have trouble with that. So just like anything in life, anything that you feel like you're an expert at, you don't see it as something that's going to be perfect. It's going to be a perfect movement from beginning to end, and you're never going to have a mistake along the way. When you're passionate about something, you know something really well, whatever your hobby is or whatever it is that you're good at in your career, you know you're going to have good days and bad days, but you know that as you consistently stick with it, you're going to have a total end result of something really spectacular, because you know that's just the way it works and it will eventually work for you. Think about your weight loss the same way, or your health the same way. Realize that where you're going is going to be a process. There are steps, there are successes, and there are failures. It's not just a straight line shot from one point to the other. Expect to have problems along the way. Expect to have situations where it's looped around you. You have your negatives and your positives, and it just isn't perfect like you hope it would be. But don't let it discourage you. See that as your opportunity to grow, because as you make those mistakes, the hope is you never have that same mistake again. Life circumstances will happen. Something's going to throw you off. Something's going to mess up your process, your progress. So look at that as going to happen. Find ways to learn from that and grow from it, and just try to not make the same mistake again. And through that process, as you continue to stick with it and continue to persevere, you will get there eventually. It just takes time. And if you stick with it and you stay persistent and you learn from the mistakes, I guarantee you eventually you will achieve what you're after. There's no doubt about it. And if you are having trouble figuring it out, that's where you find someone to help you out that has already gone there before, that you learn from, just like in your own profession or your own career, or from other parents that are raising their kids. But don't let it just frustrate to the point of giving up. Never give up. Take it as a learning experience and grow from it. And through that over time, you will definitely achieve your results. This is Jason Hodge from Medical Fitness Pros. I hope that helps you out.